you doing? It's the day. It's Monday, and I signed us up to do a tiny single serving horror game every Monday in October. Whoops. I was like, well, there's so many horror games that get released. Like, surely, right? Surely we can find horror games to play 4 times. Surely we can find 4 single-serving horror games for between $0 and $5. It turns out that is a lot more difficult than you would think. We can find them, and don't call me Shirley. Hi, Bad Road. Thank you for the raid from Andy, of course. Andy and Bast are playing through the Mist series one by one over on their channel. And that's a lot of fun. But, like, for real, there's so many horror games, and I can't find very many. Because most of them either suck or are drowning under the sucky ones. They're on the 4th game. Did you know there was... I did, in fact. I played Myst Online for a while, which is a weird thing to even exist. Yeah, there's a lot to that series. I should make my boobs bounce in this outfit, right? I did that for Alice's, which she hasn't used on stream yet. We're still working out the details of the outfit. But my boobs here just they don't bounce, which is not like real life at all. So I feel like I've made a grave error. So I may have to go back and fix that. Each of the I explained this in the Slack, but each of the models is I'm using them to teach myself about different aspects of creating these characters. For this one, it's the rigging and the layering and just the drawing even. With Soleil's, I concentrated on complex movement and how to work with things like bounce and drag and just extra accessories as well. See if I can make them move individually with any sort of ease. And then with Alice's, I'm learning more about using normal maps for shading. Like, already, I have the basic idea of it, as you can see with this character. Like, that's not... That shading isn't bespoke. That is actually a light source shining on the normal maps of the character. Women are hard to animate. Fuck off. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's get into the game. Let's switch cameras over here. There we go. All right, we got this now. Okay, so this game is called You Will Not Remain. It is, if I'm recalling this right, the result of a project for a game jam. That's the women's game jam. It's about on a deeper level, it's about mental health and isolation and such. On the surface level, it's about being trapped in an apartment as the city around you is slowly consumed by an all-powerful eldritch horror. And also there's a cool dog. So, yeah, sounds good to me. It does not have a full screen mode. I didn't want to get into setting up a borderless patch for it, because that would have taken me 2 minutes that I didn't have the executive function spend. So we're just gonna maximize it, and you can deal with seeing my fucking taskbar. There we go. All right. Good enough. This game was made on the land of Wurundjeri, Woi Wurrung people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. I'm so sorry if I got all of that pronunciation wrong. I barely know how to pronounce things from my own nation. The Cherokee Nation. Sovereignty was never ceded. Colonial violence never stopped. Okay, and it got past this when I was playing it yesterday. What the heck? Oh, I have to click on the button. The keyboard controls don't work for it. You Will Not Remain is a story about isolation that contains dark themes and deals with mental health issues. These include, but are not limited to, anxiety, depression, dissociation, and suicidal ideation. I've also got that on the... Oh shit, it's not scrolling, is it? Apparently... One sec. The ticker is not visible on this screen. It should be. There we go. Okay, it was just layered wrong. And so that content warning is going to be on the screen there through the whole stream. If you need to talk to someone, the chat's great. Just be respectful, be cool, be kind. And let's go. Make sure I know all the controls. Interact with... Oh, there is a full screen mode. Well, never mind then. You Will Not Remain is a short game intended to be played in one sitting. There is no saving. Again. How many more agains will you have? How long have you been here? Does it matter? I like that we've got distinct voices for the character and the narrator. The narrator. Channel after channel of nothing. You still have plenty of grounds and instant when you're desperate. You haven't even gone through all the apartments on this floor. Making it is as much ritual as it is comfort. Cradle the cup in your hands, warmth seeping into your fingertips. It grows cold as you stare at the sink, the ceiling, and the strange shapes your hands make around the porcelain. You pour it down the sink, wash the cup before putting it away. Maybe tomorrow will be easier. The leaves are drooping. You should water it. You fill the watering can and take it to the plant. You soak the base, hoping it's both enough and not too much at the same time. You've never been good with plants, and sometimes trying too hard is what kills them. Ain't that the truth? Is it getting bigger? Was it always that size? If you were prone to poetry, you'd almost say it was beautiful in a fatalistic sort of way. But you're not, and haven't been for some time. You've run out of pretty metaphors for awful things. Ain't that the way? There's not much else to do. You could walk circles around the apartment, or you could go back to bed. Bark, bark. Is that a dog? Impossible. It's been weeks since you've been stuck here. You would have surely heard it before this. Reminds me of Apple II sounds. This, one of those green-screened mini Apple IIs. This is a lot like what the sound chip sounded like. You better go see what it is, just in case. Come on, open the door. You know you can. Can't you? You can do this. Come on. Like saying the words will help. Just do it. Wrong. Everything is wrong. You don't belong here. You need to get back inside. Only down the hall. You can do this. Something wrong with this apartment. Is that a dog? But it doesn't look like any dog you've seen before. Thin, skin stretched tight across the ribs. Long body, all bones and hard angles. Hey, it's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. That's right. Everything's okay. Its whining sounds like a dial-up modem. You want to come with me? Is that a yes? Whoa! The dog jumps forward before you can react. You brace for pain and instead feel the drag of its tongue across your chin. It pants happily as it tries to lick every inch of your face. Whoa, down! It drops to all fours, looking obediently up at you. Tongue lolling out of its mouth, bisected by wickedly sharp teeth. Well, it's this way, I guess. You're glad to leave. Something's wrong here. A new kind of emptiness. No bed, no chairs, no life. Did the dog even get here? When the two of you leave, it'll be like nothing has ever been here at all. The dog follows at your heels, nose sniffing furiously at the air. Just a little further. The way it's described sounds like a dog that has not eaten or drank nearly enough. And, but in the graphic, it does look like it has a scorpion tail, so that's pretty cool. Though the narrator decided not to describe the scorpion tail, which makes the whole thing come off a little eerie. The dog runs in ahead of you, tail wagging so hard it makes a loud thump when it slaps the wall. Glad to see you like it. Enough excitement for one day. Time to go to sleep. Bed. Huh. Guess you're sleeping with me. You peel back the covers and slide into bed. The dog is a warm, sprawling mass above you, content to be pushed around as you make yourself comfortable. When you've settled into the sheets, it lays its head across your neck, warm, metallic breath lulling you to sleep. You're dreaming again. You remember being worried about her. You remember waiting anxiously at the door. You remember how the apartment still smelt of her for weeks, the sweetness of her perfume lingering in the sheets. They don't smell like her anymore. This is as far as I got when I was checking if the game would run. No. Stay. No. You can't do this again. You don't think about it. It's like it never happened. Stay inside. Please. No. Puppy woke us up. Hey, I'm up. That's certainly one way to be woken up, right? You can't complain, though. Not when it saved you from... Right. You have a dog now. A very strange-looking dog. Apparently we have a dog bowl, too. You get it water, then fill a bowl with what's in the fridge. Patience, sausages, and double-toasted bread. You hope it's good enough. When you set it down, the dog lunges desperately towards the food. Eating so fast you barely see it chew. Better not throw that up. Oh, good. Probably its first meal in quite a while. Is that a scorpion tail or a leaf? You know, I thought leaf as well. It could be a Leafeon. You know? Could definitely be a Leafeon. That's true. That's true. Well, you fed the dog, may as well feed yourself. You cook with whatever you can find, thankful for the electric stovetop. You eat from the pan, standing over the stove. No one's here to judge you. You've already fed the dog. What do they want? Assume it's gotta poop. You wanna leave? Hey, you're the boss. You make coffee just like every other morning. Cradle the cup in your hand, staring at the walls and the cage of your fingers around the cup till the liquid cools. Like every other morning. This time something's different. The dog's here, looking more at home than you've ever felt. Coffee's cold, but you drink it anyway. Bitter all the way down. Hi, beekeeper. I think the dog is demonic, but then I tend to be like that. Fair enough. Are you hungry? You're lucky we don't have any neighbors. You water the plant. They gotten bigger? Not dead. Maybe that means something. It's easier to manage the terror that climbs up your spine when the dog's so happy to be outside. Where are we going? Hold your horses! Lips in a heart. You've never been up here. Oh, there's a ball, too. Oh, it's... You're worried if you stare too long, you might fall in. The dog stares at you, imploring, and for a moment its eyes flash violet. No, you're imagining things. It's just a dog. Throw the ball. Message received. Oh, who's my cute little demon baby? You can almost ignore the lilac glow when you're playing fetch. Forget for a moment that vast otherworldly thing stretching through the sky. The dog doesn't seem worried about it. What time is it? Noon? Evening? Probably midday. At least one of them. Maybe all of them. I suppose when the sky is filled with a giant purple octopus, time ceases to matter as much. I think that's enough for one day. We can come back tomorrow. Gee, someone's in a rush. This is very soft and sweet. Didn't take you long to figure out home. The dog looks proud of itself. Okay then. So tired. When was the last time your lungs had tasted fresh air? You can't remember. I'm sorry. I think that's all I have for today. This is my life now. You crawl under the covers. Still haven't washed them, not since. The dog lays atop of you, heavier than expected, seeing as it's skin and bone. Cuddles into you, knife-long teeth a whisper from your throat. You can feel its heartbeat through the blanket, the gentle expanding of its chest beating beneath your hand. You wish this was over. Stay inside. If you don't let them in, they can't get inside. Silence. No sound. No thought. You type in her number into your phone. You know it off by heart. The sound of the buttons are a familiar melody. It rings out. You try again, and again, and again. Nothing. Miles and miles of nothing. Hey, she's fine, you try to convince yourself. Don't let anyone in that isn't already inside. He has to be inside. Maybe already downstairs, just in time. Just in time. Okay, I'm up. There you go. You're slowly getting used to living with the dog. How long has it been now? You can't remember. Probably name them. First things first. Coffee. Make it. Hold the cup until the liquid cools. You look down at it foreign in your unfamiliar hands. You pour it down the sink. You win some, you lose some. What's your name? You can't keep calling them Dog, after all. I don't know, I think Dog is a good name. That's very helpful. How about Rex? Marble? Marble sink? Gas stove. Okay. Shank. Lamb shank? Lamb shank, really? Alright, you're the boss. The newly named Lamb Shank looks absurdly pleased with herself. Fine. When you touch the soil, it's bone dry. It seems like it's always thirsty. A need so deep it couldn't be slaked by an ocean. You used to know something about need. You won't let yourself remember what it means to need anything, let alone want it. And out to the roof again. Nothing's changed. The sky is what's there. Don't think about it. How long's it been since you became stuck here? Someone could tell you it had been weeks, months, or years, and you'd believe them. Not like you can see the sun anymore. Sometimes you forget what other people look like, the way their skin feels, how the muscles in their backs shift when you hold them. Just the thought of touching someone makes your skin crawl, feel claustrophobic and desperate at the same time. Wrong. Hey, who'd have thought I'd find this game so relatable? That's enough. And to go back. This wasn't chosen specifically for its themes or anything. It was actually literally chosen because I asked for suggestions, and this is one that Bad Road gave me. And it's a good choice. You should eat something. Maybe you shouldn't. You only ate 5 minutes ago, right? 5 days. Think I should eat, lamb shank? Okay, good call. You cook a meal of whatever you can find and eat it over the stovetop. I'm coming. You and Lamb Shank are used to this dance by now. You settle in together and drift to sleep. They're a good baby. You do anything to wake up, but that isn't how this works. Don't look at the sky. Sky? What's wrong with the sky? What could have possibly happened to the sky? It's... Ow. It hurts to look at. It's wrong. Not made for this world, but somehow captivating all the same. But why? Maybe you're imagining things. You must be. This isn't real. This can't be real. Fever dream, surely. If you go back inside, the world will return to normal. It has to. She'll come home and everything will be the way it always was. This is your public service announcement. The voice is robotic, cynical and detached while the world forever changes. Do not let anyone in that comes from outside for the safety of yourself and others. We repeat, do not let anyone in from outside. No. Our homes are safe as long as we are in them. Do not let anyone in that returns from outside. We repeat, people from the outside are displaying signs. Predictable. Does the roof count as outside? I have to assume so, as does the balcony. Also, was this vine always growing here? I'm dyslexic. I literally do not know the answer. You used to go out to bed excited for your morning coffee. Now it's just another thing you do. About to ask about the vine? Okay, not just me then. You take care of the plant. You don't feel like you're there when you water it. Your hands unfamiliar, your body unfamiliar, your mind alien, even after all this time. You used to wonder when the power would turn off. You don't wonder about much of anything anymore. Time to feed Lamshank. You fill up the food bowl. I love the munch munch sound. Lamshank likes it on the balcony. You don't. Something about him shifts under the lilac sky, pushing to be free. He looks hungrier out here, more alien. Lamshank has decided it's time for fetch. Alright, let's go play fetch. Whatever you turn out to be, whatever I turn out to be. Still got fetch. Does the dog count as anyone? Almost certainly. Sometimes you think about going outside and being done with it all. Finished. But you have Lamshank now. You won't walk down the stairs and pry the boarded doors open, fingernails catching on the wood and nails as you claw yourself out. No, you'll stay here. For however long that is. Time to go, Lamshank. Where is the food supply coming from, right? Also, we do appear to be a four-eyed fox dragon. Time for bed? Huh? That's weird. You can hear something. Broadcast? Hello? What? Is anyone there? No, you're imagining things. It's not possible. It can't be. Hey, it's okay. I'm okay. Are you? Or are you? Lamshank's eyes are wide, body trembling above yours, scared. Never seen him like this before. Can you try the lip store? I have basically each time I've gone past it. As far as I can tell, stuff's only interactive when it's purple and not part of the monster. Did the radio frighten him? Everything feels so fuzzy. You pet Lamshank, running fingers down his spine, each vertebrae sharp against them. So tired. That time we woke up from not dreaming. What should you do? This is your public service announcement. The people from outside are marked. They can only get in if you let them in. We cannot stress this enough. Do not let her in. She will hurt you. Wait, what? Please let me in. She's here. She's safe. She's... Do not let them in. They will hurt you. You have to let me in. We repeat, they will hurt you. You're at the door, unable to open it. Heart beating so hard you can taste blood in the back of your throat. You want to let her in, you do, but nothing feels real. Everything feels real. You try to move, to open the door, but your body isn't responding. It's like watching someone else. Like you're no longer there. Like you're watching yourself, like someone else would watch you. Please, I'm so scared. So are you. White noise. White. You don't think you could let her in if you wanted to. Not safe. The screaming starts. You're brittle, and this is what breaks you. If you're cold, they're cold. Let them in. Oh no. I'm up, Lambshank. I'm up. Is anything real? Is anything real? Can I say that with each object? Is anything real? Real or not? Need to feed Lambshank. Is anything real? Water the plant just in case. You fill up the food bowl. Is anything real? Is anything real? If this is real, does it mean anything? And what's worse? That this isn't real? Or that it is and means nothing at all? Can't even remember what she looked like, how she smelt. Can't recall how she fit within these spaces. Time to go, Lambshank. Not a chance. You pull back the covers to get into bed. You're already half asleep. Attention, citizens. Attention, citizens. The city has fallen. That's enough, Lambshank. In the coming months, we will be evacuating any remaining survivors. Lambshank, we might be able to leave. Make sure to keep your radio on to receive pickup coordinates. Animals have been... Lambshank, what's wrong? Lambshank looks nervously around the room, flinches at the sound of the radio. We will tell you when it's safe to leave. Okay, let's go to bed. Everything's gonna be okay. You get under the covers. For the first time, Lambshank doesn't join you. scared, baby. Anything but this. Lambshank's afraid that they're gonna kill him. You can't open it. You turn your back against the door, then slide down until you're a pile on the floor. We repeat, do not let anything in. Screaming continues. On and on and... Time passes and stops and starts. The radio cracking in and out of life, her screams softening. These getting weaker as the days stretch into each other. 2 weeks later, the radio goes quiet. So does she. Are you alone? White noise. Nothing but the ringing in your head. Somehow the silence is worse than the screaming. You wake slowly. You're used to Lambshank acting as an alarm, all wagging tail and doggy kisses. He's across the room, staring out the balcony door at the sky above. Your dreams always return to her, though each time your memory is fuzzy or worn by time. Was she even marked? You'll never know. You water the plant. Something burns in your chest, but you choke it down. Without you, the plant would die. You fill the bowl, but Lambshank doesn't come running. Lambshank, food time. He ignores you. Come on, you need to eat. Leaving today. Remember, citizens, we have cleared the way. No, you can't. Your stomach keeps turning over and over, like something's trying to escape alive. You leave it, up strangely lonely when filled to the brim. Pickup zone is. Time to go. You gonna follow? We'll never see this place again. Is that a good thing? Oh, they're still with us. What does leaving this place mean? What does the world look like outside these walls, outside the city? You still belong out there? With people and their soft skins, soft hands, soft hearts. Will they now be as foreign to you as the sky? There it is. Door. Come on, Lambshank. There was a time where slowly, one by one, people left. There were no boards then, just a closed door with the world outside growing further and further away. You didn't see them often, few that remained with you. But you could hear them, human sounds that hummed in the background when you least expected. You pull down one of the boards. Hush, Lambshank. The noise had been comforting. You weren't alone, but they didn't last forever, and over time faded into nothing. They must have left, taken their chances in the city and falling around them. Anything's better than staying here. Being inside. trapped like a rat in a cage. Every day played out again and again until you pull down a second board. Lambshank, that's enough. You've never been yelled at Lambshank before. Shame blooms deep in the pit of your stomach, but you can't look at him. Know that if you see the fear and desperation in his eyes, you'll never leave. You pull down the final board. A beginning and an end, you think? You'd been the one to put them there, a reminder to never leave as the city's siren song promised an escape. You lay your hands on the door, palm sweaty against the cool glass. Lambshank, you ready? He's trembling uncontrollably, eyes darting around the room so fast they roll into the back of his head. You pull a key from your pocket, fit it to the lock, and then turn the handle. Oh no! Lambshank lashes forward, closing his mouth on your sleeve. With a vicious yank, he pulls you backward away from the door. Fuck! Lambshank! Lambshank, what's going on? Every part of Lambshank looks like it's ready to fight. Lips peel back from the gleaming teeth as saliva drips from a maw gaping impossibly open, wide enough to swallow someone whole. Lambshank! Knock knock. No. It can't. Can I go back over there and check again? Interesting that it lets me go this way. Better not. And I got an achievement, Escape Artist. Inside. You're inside again. What happened? Lambshank runs to his abandoned food, the leftovers of leftovers that he'd served still there, silent. Did it get you too? Did everyone else hear the radio? Follow its lure to the door? Lambshank happily devours the food, ghostly tongue scraping the dregs from the bottom of the bowl. Thank you, Lambshank. He jumps on the spot, proud to have protected you. Really, I mean it. Hold your horses. A black dog refusing to let you leave the pit of depression. Maybe so. Can you just go back to this in-between life of fetch and half-consumed coffee? Is it really that easy? Nothing. Tonight, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe a week from now, you'll throw the radio from the rooftop. Lambshank was right to be afraid. Nothing. You're not sure what you expected. Back to the old routine. You've gotten used to the violet light beating down from above. The creature seems satisfied, if such a thing is possible. Soda. It's not roiling in the clouds, instead breathing slowly around the tips of the skyscrapers. The longest, softest breath you've ever felt vibrate through your bones. Is this it? Is this everything? Is this where you must remain? Existential fetch. Play fetch for the last time. Well, dang. I wonder if there's multiple endings. Gonna look that up real quick. Let's see. New tab. You will not main endings. What you do to get a different ending. There was a few interactions that I skipped out on, I think. Interact with a cup of coffee and then with the TV screen. Idle for 1 minute on the balcony. And some time relaxing on the balcony. Video killed the radio. There's like a really complicated... I'm looking at an achievement guide. Tape artist. Time. Bug's been fixed. Yeah, looks like there's only the one ending. Yeah, that was really good. It was really sweet in its own way. And relatable for a lot of us, I hope. Otherwise, it's just me. So thank you everyone for coming, sharing this lovely game with me. There we go. Now we got the close-up. Hi, Gaston. You're not a pit of despair, dog. You're just a big bundle of clumsy love.
He tripped over the lead.
Oh no. Oh no. He apparently tripped over the lead when he was coming back in. Poor baby. Oh, poor baby. Yeah, that's free on Steam if you want to experience it for yourself. There's some achievements to grab, stuff like that, if that's your thing. That's it for me for tonight, though. Thank you everyone for joining me. I want to remind you that there is a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. Black Americans, people of color, are fighting for things that should never have to be fought for, like equal rights, equal treatment under the law, and not be attacked, terrorized, and even murdered by the police. We have ways listed here that you can help, including the Bail Fund Network to help keep protesters out of jail. The Ochre Project and the Black Trans Travel Fund to help Black trans and non-binary people with food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations. And the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's Fund, to take back their land, the Six Grandfathers, which was stolen by white people, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and then had some white slave owners' faces carved into the side of it. Black lives matter. The lives of people of color matter. Indigenous lives and lands matter. Asian and Pacific Islander lives matter. These are things we got to keep saying and pushing and fighting for until the people all the way to the top not only understand and acknowledge them, but work to make them real, protected truths. All right. If you want to support us, you can head on over to patreon.com/ifwhen. That's IFWHEN. You'll get access to art and music and a shout out at the end of the stream if you want. Thank you so much to Green, Melly Basket, Angelic, Andemonium, and Sky. Those are people who have subscribed to the Patreon. Our schedule is over at truckcommunity.neocities.org. That's not just this channel, that's for our whole team. The next scheduled stream is tomorrow when Soleil will be playing more Phoenix Wright Justice for All. She does all the voices and such. Pretty cool. And we've got our VOD channel over at youtube.com/ifwhenvod. Or youtube.com/@ifwhenvod. Because everyone wants to use the @ symbol now for things other than email. Still not used to it, and it's been a good, decade plus that people have been doing that. That's where all our streams get archived, so check that shit out. And that's all of it. So we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for coming. And happy Halloween month. October.